Raceway.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
These go to 11.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
If you love the thrill of racing but hate the risks, then buckle up. Everything Simulated is here to merge adrenaline with absolute safety. In a world where technology meets adrenaline, Everything Simulated is revolutionizing driver training with state-of-the-art simulators. From truck training to the thrill of motorsports, our simulators offer the most realistic experiences across all automotive applications. Gone are the days of endless bookwork and basic drills. Now it's all about hands-on, pulse-pounding action that prepares you for the real deal. Whether you're maneuvering a heavy mining vehicle or racing a high-speed car, our simulators, equipped with cutting-edge technology from leaders like SimRigs and Track Racer, bring every nuance of the drive to life. And talk about making a mark. We're not just building simulators, we're fostering talent. From grassroots motorsports to professional series like the Aussie Outlaw GT3, sponsored by us, Everything Simulated is fueling dreams and careers. Ready to feel the excitement of the racetrack under your fingertips? Connect with us, and let's build your next simulator adventure together. Remember, we support those who support us. Join the Everything Simulated family, and let's race towards the future.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome back to round 11 of the Doogie Mobile and Everything Simulated OzOVals V8 Supercar Series, brought to you on Inside Lane Productions with our other sponsors of TWR Setups 131 Web Radio Networks. With the man, the myth, the legend, not seen or heard, Kobe Jordan in behind the cameras, joining myself, blogger Paul Action Jackson in the booth tonight, and has no relations to Dr. John H. Watson. There's none other than James Watson. How you going, James?
I'm going all right. Trying to figure out where you're going with all these introductions, but yes, Kobe. We never hear from him. Some say he's silent but deadly, but here we are at Gateway. Back at Gateway for those of us who, for those who were watching the other day. Now, instead of running truck around here, we're running cars. Supercars, in fact. And, tonight's going to be an interesting one. We saw the truck race be a better race than a lot of us were expecting. So hopefully we're going to see the same thing continue with the supercars here in OzOVals.
Well, we, as you said, a bit of a mystery there with Kobe, and that's why I brought in the old Sherlock Holmes there. So I don't know if you picked that one up. But,
trust me, it's not lost on me.
Well, last week's recap, we were at Phoenix, and Andy Barber taking the win there, Ruben Phelps in second, and again, no relation to myself, but Jake Jackson rocking that awesome surname there, coming home in third with his first podium. Top 10 standings currently in the championship on screen there. Andy Barber has jumped to the top of the list with Gary Wellman, 2 points separating there. So great run there from Andy Barber over the last few weeks as slingshot himself up into first there. Ruben Phelps in third, Troy Davidson fourth, Ryan Barber in the top five as well there. Cade Donnelly sixth, Adam Malone seventh, Matty Ray tied up in the eighth equal there, and Scott McClintock your top 10 for the championship. But, good to see two Barbers up there in the top 10, and thinking of the family tonight as well. A little bit of a mention there that not doing too well. I think it was RJ's partner there in hospital. So thoughts with the Barbers tonight, and hopefully they can put on a good show as well for them. So
yeah, we're thinking about them. RJ, he's such a constant presence in the comments, rooting on his boys, and it always gives me a smile seeing him root them on when the comments pop up on the feed. So we're thinking about the family, and hopefully he gets well soon.
We got Ryan Barber there on screen, Junior, coming out for his qualifying lap. So we'll give you the full run through with Ryan tonight. And here at World Wide Technology Raceway, 100 laps here tonight. Going to be an interesting one here. Again, not one of my favorites. Two different corners here, sort of a small entry and a wider entry, or longer, sort of like sweeping corners.
Yeah, I talked about it the other night. This is basically, I think it's like a slightly smaller twin ring Motegi, but it's kind of flipped. Motegi, you're essentially flat out in 1 and 2 in most cars, and then you're really having to slow up and drive it through 3 and 4. Gateway, it's always been the opposite. You really got to slow up and drive it through 1 and 2, but you're practically flat out or completely flat out in most things here in 3 and 4. So it's always interesting watching everyone try to figure out how to get through turn 1 and what the right line is to get through here. But yeah, I'm with you. I only like it in the Indy Pro 2000. Anything else, it's a bit of a pain.
Well, currently, we got Adam Malone sitting on pole with Ryan Barber jumping up to second, Andy Barber jumping up to third. But we've still got just over, I should say, 2 minutes to go for qualifying. Still some drivers yet to set their times. And I believe we might even have another few new drivers tonight joining us on the field. Kenny Powell making his debut race tonight.
Yeah, it's cool to see Kenny out here. If you're familiar, he pops up in quite a few inside lane productions sanctioned leagues, so it's cool to see Kenny make his debut for this one, and hopefully his luck fares a bit better than what you've seen if you follow along with the Arca Sparks broadcasts.
Alrighty, that's our pleasure there, RJ and Mike, if you're tuning in tonight. I'm sure Andy and Ryan Barber will put on a show there for you. And good evening, Mike. So, wish you all the best. Peter Matson there on screen, just making his way out for qualifying. Okay, Donnelly there, just setting his time, jumping into 9th. I'm jumping up to 5th actually from 9th. So, alrighty, well, 40 seconds to go. We'll let everyone wrap up. We'll go to a quick ad break, and we'll be back with our starting grid tonight.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Alrighty, welcome back, and thanks everyone tuning in at home tonight for round 11 of the OzOVals V8 Supercar Series. Our sponsors, Doogie Mobile and Everything Simulated. On the front row, podium for qualifying goes to Adam Malone, Ryan Barber alongside Andy Barber. On the second row with Giuseppe, Cade Donnelly and Gary Wellman, Simboys lock in the third row. Chris Bleakley and Ruben Phelps on the fourth row. Troy Davidson and Perry Anastakis, the fifth row for your top 10.
And we have Daniil Blinko in the 77 and Todd Maxfield in the 16 on row 6. Kenny Powell in the 24 and Jacob Dean in the 34 on row 7. Nicholas Walsh in the 222 and Tyson Carey in the 10 on row 8. The 016 of Scott McClintock and the 173 of Peter Matson on row 9. Rounding out the top 20 is Glenn Woomwell in the 25 and Kelvin Clark in the 777. Row 11 features the 80 of Matty Raymond and the 82 of Jason Tyerman. Troy Mortensen in the 83 and Colin Bennett in the 242, rounding out tonight's starting grid. Alrighty, Paul. I think we might see a pretty aggressive start here. You know, this isn't the easiest place to pass from all my experience here, so you're definitely going to see everyone fighting hard, trying to get anything that they can in these opening laps.
Yeah, definitely not going to be an easy pass with these corners, and probably going to break down the field a bit, I'd probably predict tonight as well. So wouldn't be surprised to see a few guys going laps down as well.
Yeah,
Adam Malone going to be taking us to green here, James.
Yeah, another great qualifying effort for Adam Malone.
Well, Southern Stars locking the 1-2-3 for qualifying as well. So good job there by all, and they're going to get a nice jump there. Andy Barber going with Adam Malone.
Oh, we're nearly 3 wide. See, already everyone's sliding up. Ooh, someone wiggled.
Yeah, looking back a little bit, they have that little bit of a wiggle going. Oh, we're getting too close to the wall here, and
what a send!
Coming up, Giuseppe there with a big send on Ryan Barber into turn 3.
Yeah, very nice move.
Andy Barber looking for the moment on Adam Malone there to take the lead of the race, and Giuseppe trying to get under Adam as well.
Yeah, that's a really good move by Andy. It's not easy to pass on the inside of 1 and 2. You always see the middle line really be dominant, and so you gotta get a fantastic run through the center if you're gonna try to slip by and clear off a turn 2. Obviously, you know, with it being a teammate and most importantly, it only being lap 2, Adam's going to cut Andy a break. But in another, say, 70, 80 laps, I don't think he's going to be cutting him the same break. The business decisions will not be as plentiful as the race goes on.
You can already see the whole field strung out, single file, already going right back. So it's definitely going to be a hard one. No real sort of advantage on drafting here tonight either, it seems.
No, we're definitely going to see the aero wash play a much bigger role tonight than the majority of the tracks on the schedule. Definitely more so than a place like Phoenix, where you have a lot more kind of space to work with the turns being wider. These are much narrower, and really the actual usable lines are even narrower than that. So that's why I very much anticipated the start being hectic, because if you don't make your moves, then you're not really going to have much of an opportunity to make those moves later in the run.
Yeah, we can already see the breakaway from Andy Barber and Giuseppe there, leaving Adam Malone behind. We don't have our tower on the screen there at the moment. There we go. So a little bit of a gap, almost a second from Adam Malone there in third to Andy Barber. So trying to get a bit of a breakaway here. You can see those gaps
here we go.
opening up. Here comes the pass as well, James.
Yep. Here comes Maiolo, and he's going to take the lead from Andy. Nice move.
Don't know if there was a little bit of gentleman's play there by Andy, because it seemed that looked rather easy to make that pass, especially coming into turn 3 there. So maybe just backing out a little bit earlier there for Andy, knowing like he's got the run on the inside, and obviously not wanting to have Giuseppe wash up too far, and give him the space and that he needs to pull that pass off.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. It definitely looked like there was a bit of a business decision of his own on that. It doesn't really make a whole lot, even with how hard it is to pass at this racetrack, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense battling hard with another driver this early in the race and this early in the run, because you're just gonna kill both of your tires. So you see, here comes Malone coming back on Andy Barber.
Yeah, we can already see the gap slowly closing up there as well. Kay Donnelly, Troy Davidson catching up onto Gary Wellman there. So gap's slowly closing up in this lead pack. A little bit further back though. You got Todd Maxfield trying to catch up to his team as well there.
Yeah, everyone in a bit of a cluster as the 992 just drives off into the distance.
Yeah, maybe a bit of strategy coming back to the Southern Stars, and Giuseppe's going, well, I'm just going and sending it, and you guys do what you do, and I'll do what I do.
Yeah, we'll see how that works. Oh,
we've
we're
got
under
caution,
caution.
so it's not going to work too well.
Oh, no!
No!
Oh
Oh,
no!
big slide too.
Oh,
that's
a whole lot of junk.
777 there.
Yeah, for once, 777s was not lucky this time.
It's Kelvin Clark, nowhere to go. We've got Perry Anastakis there, the 144, and that grey car in the middle. I think is that
and oh, wow!
Not sure who that was. One of the new drivers.
Yeah, it looks like they just kind of hardcore slid up into the rear of the 144 and plus spun him around. And Kelvin Clark, unfortunate to not avoid the wreck. You saw Peter Matson get into him, and one of the platinum cars, I think that might be Jason Tyreman. Just a whole lot of unlucky drivers, just nowhere to go.
Well, a few cars coming into pit road, and Giuseppe opting to stay out there. Daniel Blinko, I think, was the other driver that had that little bit of a moment into the back of Perry Anastakis there, and he's opted to stay out as well. So moving his way through the field as the rest pit.
Yeah,
looks like Adam Malone had a nice pit stop. Ryan Barber, Andy Barber as well. Let's see there, 968 for Adam Malone. Gary Wellman with the 937, so nice quick stop there for him. Might go to a quick ad break, James. We'll come back in just a moment. Alrighty, welcome back everyone. About to go green here at World Wide Technology Raceway. Giuseppe taking us to the green flag this time after a caution, only 11 laps into this race. And we're scattered. Adam Malone going for a nice big...
what a move!
stand.
Wow!
3 wide into turn 1 there.
Here comes Kenny Powell with the power move of his own, jumping out, trying to get past the 77. The 77, I believe, stayed out, right, Paul?
Yeah, he did. And not sure if he'll have maybe a little bit of front-end damage with that little tap on Harry and Stark's rear bumper. Or not. We'll wonder if everyone's decided to take advantage of that pit stop. Oh, we've got a car on the wall.
Oh no! Oh! And
going back to try and find who that was.
Oh, I think that might be our culprit. It's hard to tell who it is. Tyson Carey, one of the members of the new team that joined, side by side with Maxfield. Oh, and it just goes around on him.
Yeah,
wow.
Just lost the rear on that. That's interesting.
Yeah, that looked really strange. Like, that's not a typical spin at that point.
I'll do some digging here, see if I can find something here.
Yeah, like, if I didn't know any better, I'd swear he popped a right rear, because that thing went on him fast. Similar to his teammates' incident with Perry Anastakis. Looked like going through the corner normally, and then just a sudden shock change in direction.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Up in that mid line, just completely lost the rear on that. So, well, World Wide Technology strikes again.
Yep.
This time we'll see Colin Bennett stay out, lead some laps here. I think that that caution might be some saving grace there for Giuseppe and Daniel. So obviously, didn't pit under the first caution, and a few laps later they get that caution to pit, and we see most of the field come down pit lane. So gonna have a little bit of a change up here at the front as well. Once again.
Yeah, looks like Adam Malone is gonna take over as race leader.
Troy Davidson up to 4th, and Cade Donnelly looks like they've dropped Gary Wellman back a little bit in this pit stop, and from that restart maybe. We'll stay here because the pace car lights are out, so we'll be going green this time round. Once again, hopefully we can get a few more green flag laps under our belt.
Yeah, and probably a little bit not as chaotic restart with everyone essentially on equal tires here. I still expect some 3 wide though.
Oh, I'm imagining there'll be a send here coming into turn 1. Yep, Adam Malone and Andy Barber once again the front row taking us to green. And again the nice little jump there. Ryan Barber getting the good run on that inside this time.
Yeah, a huge gap to the Sim Boys right behind them. Took their lunch money on that restart.
Ooh, very taily there from Tom Maxfield coming out of 2.
I think Giuseppe was also a bit tail happy as well.
Giuseppe making his moves there. Ruben Phelps on the outside, slowly creeping his way up towards the front as well with Matty Ray. Ruben Phelps to the inside of Gary Wellman now. Looks like he's going to clear Gary Wellman pretty easily there. I think Giuseppe looking at Cade Donnelly down the back straight there, but side by side into turn 3. Cade Donnelly just giving the wall a rub out of 4 there, out of the corner, still side by side with Giuseppe. And a big sand. Whoa. Oh, that's going to send Cade. Oh, Troy Davidson almost losing it out of 2 as well. All right. Big moment there, but play on. The boys managed to keep that one going.
Man, my screen froze during that, so all I heard was you reacting. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? What am I missing?
Do we need a replay for you, James? we might be able to bring you a replay.
I wouldn't mind one.
Let's see what Kobe can do in the background. But Andy Barber taking the lead of this race now from Adam Malone.
Yeah, you're right about that, Sarah. That's exactly what we want to see. That's what we hope for. It produces some real good racing when they're dealing with real loose race cars as opposed to all that aero wash.
Here comes Giuseppe again for a move on Ryan Barber. He's going to get that one done pretty easy. And so Giuseppe obviously wants to be at the front of this race. Making his charge through. He's going to make the move on Adam Malone, and he pulls back in, deciding better of that one for turn 3. Going the long way around. Getting a nice run out of turn 4 there, getting up alongside Adam Malone, setting himself up for turn 1. There's a lot of pace from Giuseppe tonight, isn't there?
Yeah, Maiolo is quick. He's just carving through the field effortlessly.
He's on the charge now for Andy Barber. Probably wasn't happy that first caution come out when he had about a second breakaway over the pack when that first caution arrived. Yeah, the field slowly chasing down Parry and Astakis now. So, rear of that car looking a little bit loose too with not much speed.
Also, something must happen with Colin Bennett because he's 5 laps down now.
I believe the word he's parked up in pit lane there. And the field coming by on Parry and Astakis now, but Peter Matson locked in a battle here of his own. Alongside Kenny Powell. And, I think car just got loose there. I think that's Chris Bleakley just losing the rear as well.
Oh, we got another car almost losing it.
Everything's happening. That's Jacob Dean B as well. So those corners definitely catching a few out tonight. Colder temperatures here. Got a Sim Boys race on our hands at the moment. Troy Davis,
Yeah.
Todd Maxfield, Gary Wellman. All for your top 5 there at the moment. Just waiting for the moment there, James, that turn 3 will strike again.
Yeah, it's almost struck a couple times this run. You can see they are really starting to light up these rear tires. But again, this is what we want. This is exactly what we want to see. Loose race cars produce good racing. Tight race cars don't. So this is already a lot more action than I kind of anticipate. Oh boy! Oh, Kenny almost turned in on Peter Matson. Thankfully, he was able to make that evasive maneuver to avoid ending both of their nights, but that might cost him a spot back to, is that Chris Bleakley making the move on him?
Yeah, new paint job there for the 1-9 boys, so...
Yeah, apparently Chris having issues with his trading paint.
Yep. Andy Barber and Giuseppe all over the back at the moment. You can see a little bit of a gap there once again. Second back to Adam Malone. Brian Barber another half second back. You can see those gaps slowly stringing out on the field.
Yeah, Adam is really good at maintaining that little bit of buffer to just kind of conserve his tires a little bit and stay out of the aero wash of these two battling for the lead. So we'll see how much of a dividend it pays as we get towards the end of this run.
He's pretty good on saving tyre and saving fuel, but we know over the last few races, Andy's been pretty hard to beat. So Andy's been having a great mid-season so far.
Oh, he's been on a tear, but here comes Maiolo trying to tear through the race lead.
Andy looking for that under the old switchback. It looks like he's going to maybe get up alongside of Giuseppe, but looks like Giuseppe's got the pace out of turn 4, so Andy Barber slotting in behind. Again, maybe a little bit of a wash up, a bit of a hard sand in there for Giuseppe, but slowly trying to break that gap to Andy already. Don't know if you'd want to push that that hard at the front. Because might come back to him a bit later on.
Yeah, because again, we're not quite sure fuel numbers, so we don't know how long this run is going to be and how close we're going to be to the next round of stops. So for all we know, like, we might be having to go another 15, 20 laps or so, and it's a long time on a set of tires here at Gateway.
Well, we're at about 16 laps, I think, since we went green. So, you know, 18. There you go. My math's a little bit off today.
Wait, your math is on at points? Is it possible to learn that power?
Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe if it's only my addition, or you know, but not today.
Phelps having a little look on Maxfield, but tucks back in behind.
Looks like he wants a little bit of clean air there. Matty Ray looking at trying to get past Gary Wellman, but I think that's Calvin Clark coming out of or coming into pit road there. So 777 there. We did see he had a lot of damage on that front right earlier in the first caution, and probably just out of sync to everyone else now with pit stops.
Yeah, I believe he's 8 laps down right now.
Okay, Donnelly looking at putting the moves on teammate Gary Wellman there. Get that done. Matty Ray in front.
Yeah, Matty Raymond on another one of his great runs from the back. He always seems to qualify a lot lower than you expect, but you know, you focus on other stuff in the race, you turn around and you go, oh wow, all of a sudden he's in the top 10 like nothing.
Coming on lap 39 now. What do we got going on here? Off track moment there.
Yeah, it looks like turn 2 might have claimed another victim. Yep.
Ooh, yeah.
Great job to gather it up and keep it out of the wall, though.
Well, as Sarah said earlier, the banana skin on the track there thrown from the car in front of him strikes again. Bit of Mario Kart going on.
Just wait till someone grabs the blue shell.
I was always a fan of Crash Team Racing, not Mario Kart.
Yes.
Oh, I love Crash
Paul
Team
knows
Racing.
what's up.
Oh yeah. Getting those power slide boosts with the R1 L1 going on. Shame we couldn't incorporate those boosts out of the corner in those slide jobs into iRacing somehow.
I know, right? And you'd just be endlessly drifting every race. And boy, what would be more fun than that?
Matty Ray alongside there of Todd Maxfield, trying to get the pass done on the inside. Ruben Phelps riding the bumper of Troy Davidson in front as well.
Yeah, I darn near bump drafting him.
Looks like Giuseppe's finally breaking that toe on Andy Barber. Starting to pull away now.
That's another classic, Sarah.
Sadly, I never played that one, but I did have a Sega Mega Drive back in the day. Mum's still got the old Sega system at her place.
Beautiful. You love to hear it. Whoa! I think Giuseppe had his own moment.
Yeah, he managed to gather that up with a bit of wobbles. Looks like World Wide Technology has claimed another victim as Calvin Clark's retired from this race.
Yeah, the arch here in St. Louis, they call it the gateway. It's the gateway to pain here. And now you know why the track has its name.
Well, wall ride there for Tyson Carey as teammates come through.
As we look back on the Hornet's Nest right here. The Simboys Hornet's Nest. Man, they kind of look like Easter eggs when they're all clustered up like this. Yeah, Kobe said Skittles. That absolutely works too. Or M&M's, depending on your preference.
Well, are we going here with the Skittles or M&M's debate? Are we?
I mean, I don't even think you can really have a debate because they're both essentially different candy. Like, do you want chocolate or do you want fruit candy? So then have M&M's or Skittles. That's how I've always looked at it. At any rate.
Yeah. Depends on your fancy, what you like. Troy Davidson on the send moment on Gary Wellman. You hate to see it, but you know, obviously, you know, some tracks catch drivers out. Some.
Whoa! Speaking of that, I almost caught Kate Donnelly out.
Oh, I did see that wide out of turn 2 there, but you know, obviously championship points and 2 points between Andy Barber and Gary Wellman, but you know, Andy's sitting up there in second at the moment, and Gary Wellman back in 9th, so you know, going to help Andy Barber out on this one if he can get a good finish over Gary Wellman.
Oh no! Oh! Oh!
Oh, that's in the fence, off track. There's not going to be a caution on that one unless
there might be now. Yep, there it is.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
yeah.
I was hoping it wouldn't come out because he was sort of on that exit of pit road there, but just past it. So got tagged, got loose, got tagged by his teammate.
Yeah, that was kind of it started a lot earlier than turn 2 because you kind of saw something happen which made him kind of dip down onto the curbing down there, and he shot back up and then tried to get on it while the car was still kind of unsettled, and with how sketchy turn 2 is, it just absolutely sent him. And nothing that Troy Davidson can do. He made contact with him, and yeah, that's pretty significant damage for the 16.
Well, I was just looking, the sent that one into turn 1 there on Troy Davidson, and got a little bit of a wiggle on the curb, and then that sort of washed him up high in that corner. So that's sort of how that unfolded there. But halfway into
I
the race
think
tonight,
Giuseppe may have messed up his entry. I think he had to back it up, move forward and back it up a little bit. Adam Malone already out of his pit box.
well, you can see the times there. Pit times, he's well behind on everyone else. Adam Malone with a 10-second pit stop.
Look at that. Oh, look at all the spots.
I think Adam Malone's in trouble here. A 10-second pit stop. Something's not right there to everyone else's.
Yeah, what in the world? If it's I mean, it clearly is, but I hope for his sake it wasn't, because I don't know about that. It was a pretty lengthy run, and I know Malone was, you know, doing a lot of tire conservation that run, but I don't think there's enough conservation you could do to make it not just tank your running position through the field. It's a choice for sure. We'll see how it works, but I don't think that was a good idea.
Well, maybe Andy Barber's crew chief's come back for Adam Malone under a different name and snuck back into the Southern Stars garage for another crack and messed that one up.
Yeah, that had to have been personal.
Well, we'll see what happens there. Pace car lights are out already, so they're not giving us much of an ad break tonight. He's off already and about to go green once again.
Moment of silence for our sponsors.
Well, once again, Southern Stars on the front row, and your top three getting a nice jump over Matty Ray and Ruben Phelps there. Andy Barber around the outside of Adam Malone.
Oh, yeah, you can already see the difference in rubber. Uh-oh. Oh, that's my Olo!
Giuseppe.
Oh my goodness! That car is demolished! What happened?
Oof. I think teammate as well, Glenn Winwell, caught in that. Peter Matson just catching the rear.
Oh!
That's very unfortunate there.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking. He was the car to beat tonight. It's gonna be a lot of fun for all of us watching him carve through the field as someone clobbered the wall off before. I think that might have been Kenny Powell. Oh no! Oh! Someone's on the curb! Couldn't quite tell who it is, but oh boy, that gave me some anxiety.
Ooh, well, that changes things up at the front now, doesn't it? With Giuseppe out of that one.
Yeah, and now this might be the 5 cars race to lose.
Well, now it's up to Ruben Phelps to chase down the Southern Stars. Sitting there in 4th. He's been slowly making his way through the field, and he's getting up there now inside the top 5.
Yeah, and so far he lost the lead to Andy Barber, and that's all he lost. Adam Malone is still hanging there in 2nd and commanding 2nd too. He's just about only a car length off the 5.
I'm too engaged in what's going on here at the moment. I'm just trying to look through the field and see what else is happening, and just enjoying this race tonight, watching this. Peter Matson coming off a 4 into the wall again. Having a little bit of a moment there.
Yeah, this is a really good race so far.
Even though we've had 3 cautions tonight and only just over halfway through the race, 7 lead changes, and it's been a good race. The green flag racing we have had. Another wall ride there for Peter Matson. Not finding turn 4 too easy to hit. Just bouncing off the wall each time.
Yeah, I do think that for a track like this, having a caution or two isn't the worst thing ever to help kind of butch things up a bit, given how spread out races here tend to be. So a caution or two isn't the end of the world. Now if we double or even triple that number, then it's a bit of a problem, but so far this is an acceptable number.
It's again lap traffic there, Parry and Astakis. The field's going to have to migrate through that. Doing his best to stay up high. As a preferred line staying out the way there for the drivers coming through on the inside. .40 to go here at World Wide Technology. So while the calm's in play, we might go to a quick ad break and come back. We might come back to the storm maybe, or we might still be in the calm. So don't go away. We'll be back soon.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
If you love the thrill of racing but hate the risks, then buckle up. Everything Simulated is here to merge adrenaline with absolute safety. In a world where technology meets adrenaline, Everything Simulated is revolutionizing driver training with state-of-the-art simulators. From truck training to the thrill of motorsports, our simulators offer the most realistic experiences across all automotive applications. Gone are the days of endless bookwork and basic drills. Now it's all about hands-on, pulse-pounding action that prepares you for the real deal. Whether you're maneuvering a heavy mining vehicle or racing a high-speed car, our simulators, equipped with cutting-edge technology from leaders like Simrigs and TrackRacer, bring every nuance of the drive to life. And talk about making a mark. We're not just building simulators, we're fostering talent. From grassroots motorsports to professional series like the Aussie Outlaw GT3, sponsored by us, Everything Simulated is fueling dreams and careers. Ready to feel the excitement of the racetrack under your fingertips? Connect with us, and let's build your next simulator adventure together. Remember, we support those who support us. Join the Everything Simulated family, and let's race towards the future.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone, and we are back with the storm. Ooh, big moment there. Todd Maxfield straight into the back of
oh wow,
Peter Matson.
Oh!
Matson losing it. Ooh-wee. Kenny Powell with the move on Peter Matson, and Peter Matson getting unsettled there. Looks like net code on that one. Yeah. Fortunately, the US and Oz debacle there of invading territory space.
Yeah, I think they would have made contact regardless, but yeah, the netcode really made things worse and just shot Peter's car around. But yeah, a rough night for Todd Maxfield. Goes from bad to worse. Bad to over.
Well, a few drivers opting to stay out under this yellow flag. Chris Bleakley, Kenny Powell.
Yeah, I think with the strategy call from Malone.
Oh! Daniel Blinko with a huge lockup in pit lane there. Not sure what happened there, if there was contact or what. That looked very strange coming out of pit.
Wow.
Ooh-wee. Oh. That's a bit of a moment there on pit road.
Yeah. Yeah, I think everyone might have saw how well Malone's strategy call worked and possibly seeing if it could work for them. But I'll reshare my skepticism because Malone was pretty heavily working on the tire conservation, so I don't know if everyone that stayed out was doing the same. But then again, I said Adam Malone was up a creek without a paddle in the last caution, and look how well that worked out. So, once again, me showing I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Well, lap 69, Chris Bleakley taking us to green, and opting to choose to stay out. So we'll see how that strategy goes. Obviously wanting track position there for your top three, Chris Bleakley, Kenny Powell, Jacob Dean B. Ruben Phelps having the good pit stop there, getting the jump on the Barbers, along with Cade Donnelly. Chris Bleakley off like a rocket on that restart. Three wide and behind.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh,
Oh, we got one of the wall. Hang on to it. Hang on to it.
We're still wiggling.
Oh, my God. Oh, no. Whoa. Somehow they hung on to it. I don't know how, but they did. We had like 3 wrecks happen that didn't.
That was just like the head of the snake and the tail of the snake moment, just both wiggling and in directions there.
And just like an actual snake, it was making me scream like a girl. No, we're 3 wide. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh. There's still 29 laps to go, gents. Or 30, or something along those lines. Whoa.
Andy Barber on the inside there. Kenny Powell slowly dropping back with that, that moment of not pitting there. Ryan Barber making the moves for the race lead on Chris Bleakley. 22 laps there, so 18 lap difference between. Bit of a moment there. Andy Barber on the front of Gary Wellman's car almost. Gary Wellman looking for the inside, but pulled back in. Ruben Phelps taking the long way around. and shutting the door on Andy Barber. Adam Malone trying to come back through, getting a pass done on Troy Davidson as well, trying to fight his way back up to the front.
I think Ruben might have gone defensive on Andy, and Andy just... Oh, whoa! Oh, we got a car on the wall in the back. No idea who.
The race is still going, so they must have gathered that one up.
They did, but they almost didn't.
Gary Wellman on Ruben Phelps at the moment, coming into turn 1.
Everybody's wheeling it off of that corner, man.
And I'd not like to be those brake pads, brake riders tonight coming into these corners. Some of the heavy braking, so they're not washing up into drivers.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if we can see the glow from the rotors.
Well, Barber 1-2. Ryan Barber leading the way. Andy Barber in second.
Yeah, Andy got real shuffled back in that jumbled up restarts. Oh, I think Bleakley caught a chunk of the wall.
I think everyone just followed each other into the wall out of turn 4 then. It was just a chain effect. Follow the leader.
Yeah, but you could tell Bleakley got it so much worse. He hit it, and you saw the momentum drop the moment he hit it.
Nice stand for Adam Malone there on Powell. Trying to chase down Kay Donnelly now. Ruben Phelps on his way through and Chris Bleakley. Trying to hold on to a top 5 at the moment after not pitting with that last stop. Adam Malone coming through on Kay Donnelly. So Adam Malone on the charge at the moment, fighting his way back through the field.
Yeah, it looks like the era of conservation is over for Malone. He is pushing those tires.
Now, 3/4 of the way into this race now, so got to be making moves to get back towards the front if we do go caution again. Got to get that track position.
So far, it looks like the biggest winner out of this last round of stops is Gary Wellman. He's up running in P3 after being kind of towards the tail end of the top 10 for most of the night. It was looking like not the typical run we've been seeing from the championship leader this season, but now things are starting to look like what we've seen from Wellman so far.
Maybe that's just a false sense of security to Andy Barber going, oh yeah, Wellman's not having a good race, and he's somewhere back in the field, and you know, I'll just keep looking forward. But hang on, he's in my rear vision mirror now, so those extra points I was going to grab over him has just suddenly been eaten away.
And that's so frustrating as a driver. When you're contending for the championship, you see your rival down there and you're like, oh baby, I am gonna gain a big old cushion. He is down there, he's down there, he's behind me. What?
Adam Brown!
no!
Chris
Brown!
Blakely! Oh, no.
Oh, wow. Well,
Oh, no. Here comes
he
the
really
replay
pushed the
on that.
tires. Oh, yeah, you can see it was already loose on corner entry, and then trying to gas it up to try to get a run on him, and just
Oh.
kicks out and it goes right down into Bleakley.
Well, look at they kept that in the middle of the track, and everyone could get an eye on that one.
Yeah, a great job from Bleakley to hold the binders and not gather anyone else in the calamity.
Oh, well, Wellman playing the I'm not pitting here, I'm coming in, but no, I'm not.
Oh, and he's going to have a little bit of backup as it looks like Davidson's staying out too. Well, men. I apologize for nothing.
Well, I'm just going to go back and have a look at something that a bit funny there. Oh, coming into pit lane, Ruben Phelps almost lost that one. So everyone just rolling around into pit road, and then everyone takes off in front of him, and he's like, "Oh, better go," and almost lost it.
That would have not been good because this pit lane doesn't have a whole lot of room. So if you lose it, it ends very poorly.
Yeah, well, 18 to go. Wellman stays out. Troy Davidson stays out.
And
Peter
you know,
Madsen, I think, stayed out on that one as well.
he did. And you know, if I'm the drivers in this race, I'm happy with the cautions, mostly because you don't have to worry about making a green flag pit stop. Because green flag pit stops here are a nightmare because you have to use that access road that starts on the entry of 3, and it's narrow and it's dirty, and you know, it has hardly any rubber on it, so you just have no grip, and trying to fire it off in there, trying to make sure you gain as much time on pit entry while staying on the tarmac and not going off into the grass and sliding back up the track is not easy. So not having to deal with that is a godsend.
Well, the big question now is 17 to go. Who's got tyres in their pit stall? And if we see another caution, who's going to take those? So, and will it be too little too late to go and get fresh tyres and try and get through the field?
Yeah, I think right now it's you made your bed, laying it. You won't have time to do anything else pit-wise here. Well,
Gary Wellman, Troy Davidson taking us to the green. Both of them getting a nice jump. You can see that that teamwork coming into play there to get that green flag start and get the jump over the field. Andy Barber going to the inside, and Peter Madsen getting turned by Ryan Barber. Oof. Oh, there's some smoke going on through the field, but we're still going green.
Oh!
All 3-1.
Oh no!
Chris Bleakley almost in pit road coming back onto the track, using all of the road surface there. Oh, Madsen off the wall, almost finding Bleakley. Ooh, these restarts are wild. Oh!
Oh, especially now. And here comes Andy on Troy.
Well, we know he's definitely got his sights on Gary Wellman. Gary Wellman wanting to drive away here, but has Andy got the fresher tyres? He's going to be able to chase him down, get that pass for the win. Or can Gary Wellman hold on to this race lead to Checker?
Oh, we're going to be 3. Oh. That worked out way better than expected.
That's given Ruben Phelps the inside, but he's not quite got the run on Andy Barber to make that move coming into 3. So I swear they need to put some padding out of turn 4 there. Everyone just loves. Oh, we got a car around in the back.
Oh. Oh. That is junk.
Oh, I just saw that in the background as we come into 1. Right.
Oh no! Oh, teammates. That's expensive. Oh no!
Oh, and there's Giuseppe as well.
Or a teammate. Fox on Fox on Fox racing violence.
Ooh-wee.
Wee! Giuseppe, wee! Once again, I apologize for nothing.
So somebody turn that into a soundboard for us.
Oh man.
Well, that's showing Gary Wellman in second. So Andy Barber must have got the job done just before that caution come out.
Yeah, I think he was just barely ahead at the last scoring loop when the caution came out, which is pretty well disastrous for Wellman. You know, if he could have held on to the lead, it would have given him a fighting chance, but yeah. But Cade is going to have his teammate right behind him there in P3, so he's going to have some help.
Well, we're going to green on lap 8 to go. Well, lap 8 to go. That's a good one, isn't it? With 8 to go, we'll be going green. So we'll see how the Southern Stars get the jump on the Sim Boys this time around. See if Gary Wellman can hold onto that jump. Go with him. Pretty much whoever's had that green flag restart's got the jump on the rest of the field, had that advantage all night here.
Yeah, but do keep in mind that almost practically every restart we've seen it be a coordinated attack. Like, yeah, the front row, Simboy's front row, you have the 3 Southern Stars cars, and, you know, they're all in the voice chat saying, all right, I'm going to give us a countdown, and then we'll go. And so that's what really contributed to a lot of the massive jumps we saw. So with it being controlled by 2 different warring factions here, it might look a bit different. It all depends on Gary's reaction time, really.
Well, that too, but yeah, that'll give Caden Rubin a bit of a jump as well. So we'll probably be seeing that inside and middle lines come alive on this restart. And we do love that action coming into turn 1, so things are going to get wild here on this restart. Be 8 to go on the green. Andy Barber taking us away. Gary Wellman alongside. And there you go. Andy Barber getting that good jump. Gary Wellman going with. Kate Donnelly going to get the inside. Not quite on Gary Wellman.
Look at that. There's Adam Malone.
Oh, big hit into the wall in the background there as well.
Yeah.
Phelps alongside Adam Malone, but the contact. The elbows are out.
Great recovery from Malone. He was facing the wrong way and spinning another car just a handful of laps ago. Now he's back up in the top 5.
Phelps. Oh, Adam Malone to the wall. He's going to lose a bunch of spots there. I think he got a little bit of a push there from Troy Davidson. Oh, around goes Kenny Powell. Kevin Powell. Kevin?
Yeah, I think Kenny's got some hefty left side damage. I think at any rate.
Well.
Nope.
Quick replay on that. Chris Bleakley into the back of him, but we're going yellow flag again.
Yeah, he did have some left side damage, and yep.
Kenny Powell there in another moment. Todd Maxfield behind, and Daniel Blinker washing up, and car's just losing it. Kenny Powell losing it. Daniel Blinker almost getting a helping hand there from Peter Matson as well. Ooh, we had cautions early on. We had cautions late on. Going to be caution. So, quick ad break, and we'll come back with our what appears to be probably a green-white checker, maybe. If we can dodge that one, we might be able to keep that one in the bank. But don't go away. We'll be back in just a moment. Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Thanks for sticking with us tonight. Round 11 at World Wide Technology Raceway for the Everything Doogie Mobile and Everything Simulator OzOVals V8 Supercar Series. So, been a little bit of action packed on these restarts. I think this is about the 6th or 7th caution tonight. 4 to go. We'll be going green next lap. Anything can happen off of this restart now, James.
Yeah, and once again, it's going to be the Southern Stars versus Simboys here.
They managed to hold on to that, so not give an advantage to the Southern Stars there to be able to get that jump in a 1-2 spot. They're going to have to work for it. Things looking pretty good, though, for Andy Barber at the moment. Looking to take that good jump, get that advantage for green, and try and hold on those last couple of laps to the checkered flag.
Yeah, this is damage control for the 45. If he could just stay and hold on to P2, that will be a fantastic result considering how tonight's gone.
Look at Ryan Barber there, in behind Wellman, ready to push hard and try and get that jump with Andy. We're about to go green, and there you see again that jump the leader's got. And just nowhere to go. Ryan Barber looking for the middle now.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh, Wellman slipped. He slipped mid corner. Oh, he's going to be side by side with Kane.
Okay.
Oh, he just slips in. Oh, here comes
trying to pop out. Phelpsy on the inside.
Oh, no,
contact.
They turn it. Oh, what a save by Barber. Oh, no, and around goes Davidson. No, Malone almost goes over into the wall. And we're still green. This race is going to be official. Wow.
I thought Malone was going to be on his roof after that one, but we're still green. Well, white flag. Andy Barber's got this locked in the bag. 1 corner to go. Gary Wellman going to be coming home in second. Ruben Phelps with a podium in third after that charge through. And he's into the inside walls. And Matty Ray coming home fourth. Kay Donnelly in your top 5 there. We'll get those unofficial results up on screen in a moment. Troy Davidson getting sent in. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, I think Davidson and Bleakley make contact, which sent the 23 around, and Malone nowhere to go.
Well, James, I hope you brought the seat for Andy Barber tonight. We told him we'd set the seat up in the booth.
Yeah. Man, what a performance from him. That was an absolutely fantastically driven race tonight for Andy.
Yeah, for sure. And another win in the bag. And another victory over Gary Wellman. So, getting those extra couple of points. Trying to hold on to that lead he's got in the championship over Wellman at the moment. Every point's going to count. Enjoying the moment there. To stick with us, we'll get the drivers up into the booth. Get the podium up here with us. We'll have a chat with them in just a moment. There's the our unofficial results there. So your winner for round 11 to World Wide Technology Raceway Gateway, Andy Barber. Gary Wellman taking second place. Ruben Phelps in third. Matty Ray fourth. Kate Donnelly fifth. Ryan Barber coming home in sixth. Scott McClintock with a nice clean run there in seventh. Troy Mortensen up in the top 10 there with an 8th finish. Nicholas Walsh in 9th, and Tyson Carey for your top 10.
And bringing it home 11th is the 77 of Danielle Blinko. 12th is Glenn Woomwell, Troy Davidson, and Adam Malone. 13th and 14th after that wild incident coming to the white flag. Kenny Powell in 15th, Peter Matson in 16th, Chris Bleakley in 17th, also involved in that final incident. And Perry Anastakis 18th, Todd Maxfield 19th, Jacob Dean rounding out the top 20. And then Giuseppe Maiolo dominated the early portions of the race. Calvin Clark in 22nd, 23rd Colin Bennett, and Jason Tyerman in 24th.
Alrighty, well, we'll go to that quick air break, get our drivers in the booth with us for a chat, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Once again, thanks for tuning in tonight for round 11 of the Digi Mobile and Everything Simulate OzOVals V8 Supercar Series. We've got our third place in the booth tonight, Ruben Phelps. How are you going?
How's it going, Paul?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. It's been a bit of an eventful race tonight, a few cautions and some wild restarts.
Oh yeah, nah, couldn't work out exactly what the strategy was going to be. It was cautions at all unusual moments of the race that sort of, kept everybody grouped up, which, don't really like to lose track position. And when you probably would have preferred a long run, you didn't get it. But I mean, still third place, but yeah, I'm saying to lose out on Andy a bit here, so it's 5 wins I think he's had now. It's like, he's starting to get away.
Yeah, well, not only you, I'm sure Gary Wellman there's scratching his head as well, working out how he's going to beat Andy Barber at the moment. So championship's pretty tight at the top there at the moment, and every race is starting to count. So the battle's on for the next 7 odd races. But tonight, as you mentioned, those cautions, either came pretty quickly or sort of halfway through a bit of a stint, and just sort of upset the routine quite a bit tonight. A few drivers opting to stay out under caution, and a few coming in, and just really changed up the feel of the race and momentum of it all. And a bit of exciting times there. And you find turn 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, it sort of got a bit loose there tonight for you at all. I know a few drivers sort of even by themselves were just getting a rare step out on them a little bit.
Oh yeah, it definitely happened probably more when you're trying to, or when you're beside someone, because obviously you're trying to get past them, and you put the foot down a little bit earlier than you would like to try and get the drive off, and next minute this back end sort of slipped around, and you lose more track time when you're trying to pass somebody than you were following them. So at times I just had to sort of lift off earlier in the corner behind them, hope they overdrive the corner a wee bit to try and get the drive off. Otherwise, you just can't do it. But they're a different scenario for different people.
Yeah, that's right. I saw pit road was like that as well for you.
It's a pet peeve of mine at the moment. Just every time I'm like getting ready to go, it stalls as soon as I drop, and I just haven't worked that out since driving this car yet. So once I figured out the wheel spin on the restarts and the stalling on the exit of the pit box, I'll be a lot better off. But it's just not working out. But it's all good.
Yep. Oh well, good job on a podium tonight. Had mostly clean run there, and Matty Ray just off the podium as well. So good results for the team tonight. But,
I definitely
a shout out.
Well, I definitely need it because the last 2 events I've been in here, I've been the first car out of both races of this weekend. So just needed a bit of a turnaround. But other than that, of course, you guys are putting the broadcast on. Of course, TWRS is the main sponsor for us. Of course, SRM Australia, Matty Ray, of course, Scotch's Race Fuel, Cut 6 Sticker Co, Moondog, and our 2 charities of Test Australia and Australia Alopecia.
Alrighty, well, thank you, Ruben Phelps. We'll let you go and join your team once more and celebrate that podium tonight. And we'll look forward to seeing you back in the booth again next week, hopefully.
Yeah, first, please.
Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed through the week for you.
Yeah, toes and all, please. Everything.
Well, I don't think I could tie the other
Eyes.
one in a knot, but
Go
it's not big
as
enough.
well.
Alrighty, we'll chat to you next week, hopefully. But,
Cheers.
Thanks, mate. We'll pass you over to James.
Alrighty. I'm here with our second place finisher, Gary. James in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, James, how are you?
I'm doing good. Well, in championship battles, it's not the results that you dominate are the most important ones. It's the results where you're not running the best, but you still come out with a fantastic finish. And that was one of those results tonight, because you were running a bit farther down than what we've been accustomed to you running, but you were able to really turn it around there. Were you just kind of saving and biding your time there in the first few stints of the race?
Yeah, a little bit, but I was sort of trying to work the track out a bit as the race went on, and I found myself sort of back in 10th and thinking, yeah, geez, this isn't going to be a real good night. So I was happy with the way it turned out, and like Andy, he's just a beast on these sort of flatter style tracks. So any time I can finish second to him on these tracks, I'll take that. So pretty happy all in all.
Yeah, it was a pretty gutsy strategy call there on that last pit stop, staying out and getting the track position. It worked out pretty well for you. Take us through that strategy call.
Yeah, I actually got a set earlier in this, like one of those first couple of cautions I got my tyres, and that's where I sort of fell back a bit because a few others jumped me then. But yeah, at the end there, I didn't actually have the tyres, so I had to stay out. But I think it actually helped me in the end anyway, because even if I did have tyres and I pitted, I still would have been behind sort of Ruben and Ryan and a few of those other guys. And so yeah, just staying out probably wasn't the worst strategy anyway. But yeah, I was just hoping the tyres would hang on, and thought I might have sort of fell right out of it. But a few of those battles behind me sort of helped me out a bit, I think, and yeah, held on for second.
Yeah, you did a great job to hold on to that second position. Take us through that final green-white checker. Did you have any cards up your sleeve, or was it just all right, let's just hold on and see what happens type deal?
Yeah, I don't think I was going to have anything for Andy once he got in front of me. That was show over there, but Cade snuck his nose up under me, and I was kind of going to let him have it as well, and then I don't know. I think he got hit from behind or something, and then it's kind of opened second back up for me again. So I put the foot down and just held on for second place, and it worked out for me in the end.
Yeah, fantastic comeback drive there for you. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you like to give?
Just Simboys again, and Hot Toddy's heating installs, United Electrical, and just everyone for turning out tonight. You guys for the broadcast, OzOVals, and all the series sponsors. Yep, thanks for putting her on.
Alrighty.
And congrats to Andy as well, and Ruben for third.
Alrighty, well, we appreciate you, Gary. Hopefully we're talking to you again next week.
Cheers, boys. See you.
Alright, back over to Paul for our race winner.
Alrighty, well, it's becoming a habit, isn't it? So
how's it going, gorgeous?
Maybe we just talk to someone else next week, I think. But
Yeah.
you're gonna have to stand, Andy. Sorry, James forgot your chair this week.
Yeah, that's right. I noticed that. It's missing. Like, what's going on with that?
Yeah,
I don't know what happened to it.
Another win for you, and slowly but steadily stretching that championship lead point by point over Gary Wellman there.
Yeah, just trying to tighten the screws a little bit now. It's a little bit different being the leader and being chased as opposed to chasing. I guess I like being behind and having a goal and a target to get to. So it's a bit foreign, but yeah, during this race, I just tried to look forward as much as I can and not so much backwards. So it all kind of panned out in the end.
Well, I've got to be on my best behaviour here to keep this PG at the moment. But, he done a good job there tonight, and obviously, how did you feel the race was going? Obviously, early in the race, the Southern Stars boys were having a pretty good run all together there, but you had another driver up in the mix there. Giuseppe was looking very fast tonight.
Yeah, that's right. And on that very first caution, we opted not to take the rubber, and I think that he got a fresh set at the time as well. So trying to run with him, run away at the start on older rubber, 10 laps older than what he had, and then I decided to let him pass and try to stick with him and try and maintain it. And even though there was 10 laps difference between us, he wasn't really getting away so much. So it's kind of just trying to be annoying and stick in that draft. And I knew that when it came to the next round of pit stops that I'd jump him anyway. So
yeah, that's it. The old stick out there and do it tough sort of worked out a bit. We saw that a couple of times from other drivers that sadly obviously fell back through the field and had some moments there, but it worked out well for you, the strategy call. And shame Ads wasn't up there with you as well, and Junior on the podium.
Yeah, well, our fuel guy short filled Adam a little bit, so he was going to hit in 5 laps time before that caution, so I kind of caught him out tonight. But we just tried to run the strategy, and that first pit stop where we didn't take the tyres, it kind of went for a long run, 20-25 laps thereafter. So I was saying to Adam at the time, was that really the right call? Because it was starting to, the guys that took the rubber were starting to catch us. So as the cautions flowed towards the end of the race, I guess the kind of strategy went out the window, and it was down to who had the rubber left. And I saw Gary stay out behind the safety car during one of those last restarts, and I thought, oh shit, maybe does he have a set of tyres? And he was actually spent when the last one came out, and he stayed out. So
yeah, I thought he might have been keeping those up his sleeve for the next caution if it did come with still 18 to go. But definitely changed the mix-up of the feel of the race through there with those cautions that flew tonight. But I had a good solid run again tonight, and been banking quite some good results lately as well, and obviously taking the lead in this championship. So hopefully you can keep that momentum up coming towards the end of this season. Still got 7 races to go, so hopefully keep banking those podiums and wins, and we'll see how the rest of the season finishes up for you.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess I got a little bit of inspiration at the moment. My dad's in the Gold Coast University Hospital at the moment, and getting some extensive surgeries done, and he's quite sick at the moment. So he had me up there today, hooking up the laptop and the dongle so he could watch the broadcast tonight from the hospital. So yeah, he's really been the motivation for us and for Junior, and making him proud. And I guess this is the only league where we actually run his Gremlin paint as well. You know, the way that his car was painted when he took the Speedway titles back in 1986. So yeah, it's kind of more than a race. It's more than a league. It's kind of brought a family together. And yeah, I'm just so proud of how we've gone so far this season. So if it put a smile on his face and made his day, then yeah, it's certainly a win for me as well.
Yeah, well, we gave him a shout out from us in the booth tonight, and wished him all the best. And he did tune in there tonight and jumped on the comment to say he was watching. So I'm sure you dedicate this race win to him, and hopefully he's back on his feet in no time. So
yeah, absolutely. And yeah, no, shout out to Mum as well, that also puts up with him as well. And she's not feeling the best either. So yeah, love to both my parents. And yeah, just thanks, shout out to you guys for the league. Inside Lane, Kobe, James, Paul, all the hard scenes behind the work. We love to see the broadcast after the race. Congrats to the podium guys, Rubes and Gary. And yeah, I'll just thank our sponsors, Southern Stars Esports, DMAC, ADSI, Junior, Tommy. He's going to Tomorrowland next week. I'm jealous. And yeah, RBI Trading Cards, 7-Eleven, Sydney Pool Services, and it's like 3 carbies.
Alrighty, well, I don't know if there's much of a stage left at Tomorrowland. It burnt down, but
yeah, no, but it's
I don't know if you saw that one.
But I'd probably argue that it might be the most memorable one yet, because you know, you go on a year where that kind of happens, it kind of sticks out in history, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, that's the ones that you need to be there for, though, when it happens. But not go after it. But you can Kobe in the background saying they've already built the new stage, so hopefully that'll be a good one for them.
Yeah, they had that pumping today, so I'm thinking about sticking a stereo in the car for next week and get some Tomorrowland tunes pumping.
Nice. Well, we won't hold you up any longer. We'll let you go celebrate with the team and your family, and hopefully we'll see you back in the booth next week. James, don't forget to bring the chair next week.
Okay, I promised.
All right, we'll see. All right, guys, thanks heaps, and yeah, enjoy the rest of the evening.
Too easy. Thanks, mate. Well, James, that another race done and dusted. Another one come and gone. Another week gone for us, and the races are counting down slowly. But, yeah, once again, another action-filled race with those cautions and restarts.
Yeah, it definitely got interesting there towards the end. Like I said, I was a bit worried about this race, but it put on a great show. You know, the cars were loose, and it was absolutely awesome to watch. And yeah, all things considered, a fantastic show.
No doubt. Well, thanks again, everyone tuning in tonight, joining us for round 11 as we move on next week. Round 12. We might have that one up on the screen in just a moment where we're going to be at. So there you go, Pocono. The Tricky Triangle. One of my favourite tracks here on iRacing. I love it. Unfortunately, I missed it in the truck series and haven't done too many races since. So, back in the driver's seat soon. But
if you remember last season's Pocono race, you don't want to miss it.
Yeah, there's going to be lots of dive bombing there, I reckon, and can't wait for that one. But, from us in the booth, Kobe Jordan in behind the cameras, James Watson, myself, Paul Jackson on the comms. Hope everyone has a good week, and tune in next week for us for round 12 of Pocono. Thanks to our sponsors, Digimobile and Everything Simulated, TWR Setups, 131 Web Radio, and Inside Lane Productions. We wish you all good night.